Hi again, everybody. It's Kevin Knessa coming to you from the newsroom of The Observer and TheObserver.com on this, the 24th day of September in the year 2024. Sure hope you're enjoying your Tuesday, no matter where it is you are in the country. Little chill in the air today. What a beautiful, beautiful fall-like day today is here in the Northeast, and I really hope you're enjoying your day, no matter where you are. And, of course, as you do each and every Tuesday, you welcome me into your home so that I can bring you this week's news. And before we get to the news this week, a great hello to one of the only Ranger fans who I can truly appreciate and care about. Denise Pavlik is here with us. You know, generally, we don't really like Ranger fans around here, but Denise is a rare exception, so we'll welcome her in. Denise, good to see you. Melanie Ryan is also here with us from a couple of blocks away, the deputy mayor of the town of Kearney. Melanie, good to see you too. Thank you both for joining us today, and anybody else who may be in the background lurking around and not in the chat room, we welcome you as well. Now, before I get to this week's edition of The Observer, I want to tell you a little bit about Dustbusters. This is a sponsor that we have this week. Dustbusters is the company that does our cleaning here at the Observer office, and you can see they have a website. I put the website up on the screen right now. The web address is www.dustbustersnj.com. They don't just do offices. They do commercial, industrial, institutional, medical buildings, office, trailers, mobile, modulars. The only thing they don't do right now is clean homes. And I think that may actually happen. What they also do is supply janitorial supplies, including toilet paper, paper towels, things of that nature. Anything you would need if you are running a business or running an office or anything of that type for your business. So, if you are in need of commercial cleaning being done in your office, I want you to call Joe at Dustbusters, 201-997-1605. That's 201-997-1605, or visit him online at dustbustersnj.com. As I say, they have done hours for a long time, and they come here every other week and really do a phenomenal job keeping the office in tip-top shape. So if you're in need of something like that, and I know a lot of people do say that they are, do indeed give them a ring, and we will certainly let them know when you do call that the Observer sent you. It's all Dustbusters right here in downtown Kearney, New Jersey. A few other people who are here with us in the chat room. Carol Manley, my birthday sister, good afternoon. Hope you had a great birthday on the 21st. I just realized the other day that you called me while I was asleep on Saturday, and I didn't get to call you back because I didn't realize it, and I'm a dumbass. And when you turn into 50, you kind of forget these things. So I am so sorry, my birthday sister. I should have thought of you because it was your birthday too, and I didn't, and I apologize. But thank you for that. Mama June is also watching us as well. And just across the way in this office, Lisa Fiorenzo is watching us, even though she could be sitting here as a live member of our studio audience. She's still watching on the big screen. So that is very, very nice too, Lisa. Thank you. Now, earlier today, Craig Guy, the county executive, was in Kearney. He visited the senior center on behalf of Mayor Carol Jean Doyle. This was the first time I think he visited the senior center. He's been in Kearney a lot. In fact, he was here on Saturday for the Great Duck Race. And one of the reasons he's here is because I got to tell you, this is no disrespect meant to the previous county executive, Tom DeGeese, but Craig Guy has done some outreach like I've never seen before, especially for the senior citizens community. And earlier today, he was over at the Henrietta Benstead Center, and representatives from his office were there, and they were fielding questions from a lot of the senior citizens today. It was a very nice morning, and it's just all part of his desire to be present for people in Hudson County and also to let people know what's out there. So I'm going to do a story on this in next week's paper, but I wanted to show you that he was here this morning and gave a very, very nice presentation over at the Henrietta Benstead. And again, there's two specific areas where he's working extra hard. It's for senior citizens, obviously, and that's what this was about, and also for veterans, people who have given their lives to these communities over here on this side of the Hudson River and this side of the Passaic River here specifically, and who sometimes don't realize there's a lot of help out there for people. And when I tell you there is in Hudson County, it is not an understatement. It is just remarkable how many programs there are for people who are struggling. And so his presence here was felt. It was certainly good to see, and I was glad that I was able to be a part of it this morning, earlier today when I was over at the Henrietta Benstead. So Craig Guy was here earlier, and if you have any questions, you can call his office. They will certainly do whatever they can to help you. If you know somebody who is struggling, especially somebody who is elderly, don't hesitate, because the programs are there for a reason, and they are willing to help, and it's no questions asked. If you need the help, you're going to get it. That's the bottom line, and that's why he's doing a phenomenal job so far as the county executive. Now, this week's front page is a very important front page because last week the Tunnel to Towers Foundation's mobile 9/11 museum was in Kearney over at the American Legion parking lot. And for 4 days, students from Kearney, Harrison, East Newark, Lyndhurst, and North Arlington were able to come through and tour what is just a remarkable traveling museum. And I was able to go Friday, and I have to be honest with you, it was the first time since September 11th, 2001, that I was really that close to anything that happened that day. I've been over to Ground Zero a few times, but it's been a long time since I've been to Ground Zero. And to be in that room with all of those artifacts was extremely, extremely moving. And there are murals that you can see right there on the front page. There are photos of the victims, photos of what happened that day. And then there are pieces of memorabilia and artifacts from the day, including pieces of fire trucks, pieces of World Trade Center steel, some of the stone that was the platform at the PASS station at the World Trade Center before it was destroyed in 2001, and a firefighter's helmet, turnout gear, all sorts of things on display. And I'll tell you what, this wasn't open to the public, but if it ever comes back and it is open to the public, it is something that every American should see. There is no exception to that rule. And what was very stunning about this experience was that you can't really, it doesn't really sink in sometimes, but even seniors in high school were not alive on September 11th, 2001. So a lot of them didn't have any connection to that and only know it because of history books and videos and things like that. And not a soul spoke during these presentations. Those kids were so well behaved, paying incredible attention. In fact, one of the docents even said to the kids, "Why are you so quiet?" And the girl turned around and said, "This is history here. There's so many horrible things happened here. It deserves the respect and the silence." And she was right on. She really was. And so we thank Marty Nystrom, who was responsible for bringing it to the town of Kearney and for pulling it all together. Again, I hope it comes back, and when it does, I hope you're able to see it. I really do. It's something that everybody should really be able to see because it is that moving. And for those who got to see it, I'm sure they were as moved as I was as well. A few things that I want to get to today. The Port Authority Police Department has all sorts of groups and associations, and one of the groups, two of the groups actually, donated a series of backpacks to children in Hackensack, and they were here in Harrison a couple of days ago. And this photo here kind of explains that a little bit through Councilman Bennett. So it was a nice program for the town of Harrison. I think they did it in the past with the Harrison Police Department, but not this year. So this was certainly different. Now, Mike Perrone from the Belleville Historical Society got an award because he cleaned this monument that you see here that is in Montclair, the work that Mike Perrone and Val Hadneshaw do is just remarkable. If you and what I understand, Mike Perrone is going to be cleaning the Carney Columbus Monument later this week or next week, and it's kind of amazing because that monument was just cleaned in 2019, but he said there's a lot of bacteria there, and the work they do is just phenomenal. And I want to tell you something about Mike Perrone and Val, and that is that they don't charge for this. They do this all on a volunteer basis out of the kindness of their hearts. So if you notice on Passaic Avenue where the Columbus Monument is, few people over there working sometime this week or next week, you'll know it's Mike and Val, and they're doing a great service for the people of West Hudson. Now, this is not something that's normally news, but it kind of is because the former West Hudson Hospital is now. There's other things that go on there with Alaris, but Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health, has opened up an all-purpose facility there. And this place is a one-stop shop for patients. So I know for certain that they have general practitioners there, they have cardiology there, and there are OBGYNs. But folks, when I tell you, when you have a chance to be able to go to a medical facility and just make one stop, this is the kind of place where you're going to want to do that because they've invested a lot of money. And of course, the place is a former hospital. So the rooms are perfect. The location is good. There's plenty of parking over in the parking garage. So if you have trouble finding a place to park on the street, you just go into the garage and park there. There's no charge to park there. But this facility is state of the art. It is absolutely beautiful. They've invested a lot in it, and the final results have been nothing short of remarkable. So I do hope you'll be able to check it out if that's something that you need, if you're especially in need of medical help. And I think they have walk-in hours as well. So those walk-ins are great. When you don't even have to make an appointment. You don't have to worry about waiting on hold for 25 minutes in order to get stuff done. So then when you're done and you get your help done there, you can just take a quick ride up to Midland Avenue and go to another one of our sponsors. We're really plugging a lot of sponsors today, but up to Midtown Pharmacy, which I'm going to get to in a second. You'll see this right here because it's a couple of pages away right here. Dominic and the folks over at Midtown Pharmacy can fill your prescription as soon as you finish over there. So how about that? We're giving you the convenience. Start off at RWJ Barnabas. Take the trip up right to Midland Avenue and Kearney Avenue and get your prescriptions filled. And if you don't feel like waiting, they'll deliver it. Or if you need to go home first, they'll even come pick up your prescription. Who does that? Nobody except Midtown. So keep all of this in mind with that new facility there, that if you can't make it up to Midtown, they will come to you and they will pick up the prescriptions for you. Jason Bernstein has 3 sports stories this week. No, 2 sports stories this week. I forgot. We were a little tight on space, so he's got 2 sports stories this week. And don't forget, there's also a lot of classifieds this week. I'm trying to get to it, but I'm having trouble flipping the pages here. All right, now here we go. We're getting there. And if you're looking for a place to live and have $145,000 to spend, you'll be able to get an apartment. And of course, if you're looking for a job, a lot of town jobs open this week too. So check those out as well in this week's classified. And that is it. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. Carol Manley says Midtown Pharmacy, best in town. There she is. She's got that right there. And Melanie Ryan is here, and that's right. Melanie remembers that did the work on the monument on Schuyler and Bergen Avenue. Mike Perrone is that good. Everything he touches just comes back to just pristine, original quality. So it's going back to what he's doing at the Columbus Monument. I want to thank them for Melanie and Carol for being here. Pat Locasto is here as well. Pat, good to see you. Mama June, thank you very much. Good to see you. Lisa, and of course Denise, and anybody who is watching in the background, I want to thank you all for being here. You could be anywhere right now, but instead you're here watching me and us on the Observer Live. So I'll be back 1 week from today unless any news breaks. And until then, have a great day, everybody. Hope to see you all back here again very, very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Bye bye.